Hi everyone, welcome back to Limitless Travel with Jeff. I'm on board Serenade of the Seas. This is from my cruise in July of 2023. We were in Cozumel yesterday, so I took the opportunity to do some video, mostly the pier and the port area right when you get off the ship. I hope you find the video informative, and please remember to subscribe to the channel. We're going to start the tour as we are about to pull into port. And right here is the Royal Caribbean Pier. Celebrity ships will be docked there also. And then as you see over here to the right is going to be the Carnival Pier. So any of the Carnival family of ships will be docked there. They have their own separate port area that you can get into most of it. And it's just a short walk down from the Royal Caribbean one. And it's kind of nice to be here the morning that you dock. There's not a lot of people out, and it's kind of neat to watch the ship pull in here. I figure they can park these 90,000 gross ton ships better than some people can park a car. So as we are here, we're backing into the pier, getting ready to dock. They need to give you clearance once we're docked, and then you can go ahead and get off the ship if you want to either do some shopping, which is excellent here, or you have an excursion planned. And here we are on the pier. We're going to take a quick look at the ship. This is a kind of a nice area where if maybe you have a balcony room or a window room and you want to get somebody out there and take a picture of them from the pier from land, it's a good spot to do it. And next to us, you can see right here, Voyager of the Seas. They're turning and they're going to back into the spot right next to us here. So the nice thing is, Serenade of the Seas is on the smaller end for Royal Caribbean, and Voyager is not really that large anymore. So the port area was not packed. If you had a couple Oasis class ships here or an Icon class, it could get a little bit tight in this pier area here, the port area. So we're going to approach this. Now, one thing you want to do is have your SeaPass card handy. There is a quick security check as you go through here. Even as you're heading into the pier from the ship, they want to make sure you have your card. Margaritaville is right there. That gets going later on in the day. Senor Frogs is over here on the left. That's another real popular spot. People are out there having a good time right up until the ship is ready to go. So, and we're going to head through this archway. Anyone who has a bag, they may check it for security purposes right there. After you go through security, you're going to come up. This says duty free, but pretty much everything in here is duty free. That's most of the alcohol that's available, and they'll bag it for you and bring it to the ship with your room number on it, so you can get that on the last night of the cruise. The shopping here, I would say, is some of the best in the Caribbean. Couple other islands, Grand Cayman is one. I think St. Thomas has some good shopping as well. But Cozumel, the shopping is excellent. Lots of jewelry. I even went to the port tour speech on the ship, and they said some people will go on a cruise just to buy jewelry because they can get it duty free and they can save so much money for it. And there's so much availability to what they have here. But you can see this port area is really nice. It's clean. It's safe. I'll be honest with you, the only downside I could say is that some of the salespeople get a little heavy-handed. If you're just walking around taking a look, if you just kind of look in their direction, they're immediately trying to do everything they can to get you to go into their shop. So you just kind of politely say no thanks and walk away, but it can get a little bit tiring. One of the things we noticed is, if you want to do some shopping in this area, wait until after lunch. And I think some of those people who were trying to get you into their shops, they're a little tired out there from the heat and whatnot. They don't really want to bother with it. So that's a good little tip there. Here is the other one. So when you see Senor Frogs or the water tower right behind it, that's where the Cozumel sign is. And as you can see, you can take a picture in front of that or behind it with your ship in the background. Now, normally you're really only getting the front ship, but this is a great spot. Later in the day, there's tons of people over here grabbing a picture and all that. So that's a really good spot to remember. Senor Frogs gets really busy. You can see that water tower behind it there. And as we walk around here, there's jewelry. There's lots of like little $1, $2 souvenirs if you want to look for something like that. They do have some tequila you can buy and all that, some leather goods. As we come around here to the left is going to be one of our favorite places, and that's Cinco Sols. This just has such a great variety of stuff. They're not heavy-handed. It's really nice to go in there. Now, we kind of backed up a little bit here, but what we're going to do is we're going to go through the hallway here. And you might miss it because you might say, hey, I want to go outside of the port area and just take a walk up and down the street and see what's there. You actually have to go through this section. So again, lots of shops in here, clothing shops, silver, jewelry, all that. And then as you come around and you turn to the right, you're going to see shortly, this is where you can pick up a taxi. There's some excursions here that may not be planned through the ship, but this is where you would go. And again, there's going to be security here because only Royal Caribbean passengers or Celebrity would be able to get through this section. And here's some more of the shopping. I would say if you're really here for shopping, those stairs right there up to that second level, we've actually had some good luck at some of the shops up there. And this is going to kind of take you around to the back of the port area, just to show you the quantity of shops and stands that are available. There's some other restaurants here. It's great to grab a Corona or Tecate, something like that. For them, it's a local beer, so it might only be $1 or $2, so that's always a good deal. Coming up here is Diamonds International. That's definitely some of the high end here, but it's great that they have it right in port. They have other shops here, so if you're looking for something specific with them, keep that in mind. They'll go to the other shop and bring it to this one while you're in port. And you can see it just goes on and on here. Most of these are all air conditioned, gets you out of the sun a little bit. We've got this area to kind of cool off and get in the shade. And we're going to turn around and head back. Now, as we head back, we're going to head through the duty-free shop. So as I mentioned, that's where some of the alcohols are, and they will bag it and they'll bring it to the ship and with your room number on it, so you can get that on the last night of the cruise. Coming up here. And I would say this feels fairly empty here for what we're used to. So that's kind of tells you that there are some smaller ships docked here, but it's nice. And keep in mind, if you are doing an excursion through the ship, you want to pay attention to that. A lot of times you're not going to meet in this port area. You may very well meet on the ship, and then everybody will exit the ship together and then go about their excursions. So this is after we go through the duty-free shop. We're going to go through this archway again, and this is a great spot to get some good photo ops here of the ships, but also with your friends or family in front of the ship, and you can see what a beautiful area this is, that beautiful blue Caribbean water. And you can get those ships in the background to check it out. This is fairly early, so a lot of people are heading out, but it's great. You can come and go from this area as much as you want. If you do get the internet package Right about here is where I could start to pick it up from the ship. So it was kind of nice. I didn't have to get all the way back on the ship to get the internet. But you can see what a great option this is for taking some pictures. And we're going to take one more turn, and you can see some of the Carnival ships there. There's a ferry heading over to the mainland. And then as we circle around, we're going to get one more look at Margaritaville. And that'll about wrap up the tour. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for checking out my video. And remember, if you're looking for a cruise, contact me and I'll find the perfect cruise vacation for you.